This week's weekly ritual is dedicated to the music and the memory of Dead Kennedys drummer and punk icon D.H. Peligro, who passed away this week. Rest in power. What's up, everybody? It's Keefe, and you're watching another edition of the Weekly Ritual, Ghost Cult's news show, right here on YouTube. If you're new to the channel, and you probably are, thanks for stopping by. If you like what you see, you can give us a super thanks right below, or donate to us on Ko-fi. We really appreciate it. With that out of the way, let's get into it.
In case you missed it, features at Ghost Cult.
Check out our exclusive new interview between our own Omar Cordy and Dirk Verbeuren of Megadeth. They detail the entire new Megadeth album, The Sick, The Dying, The Dead, and so much more. Also, check out our new interview with punk label veteran and author Andrew Thorp King. His new book, Failure Rules, is out now. Also, check out our new interview with Shred legend and In Flames guitarist Chris Broderick. Their new single is out now, and you can catch them on tour. Also on the Ghost Cult Magazine podcast, wherever you listen to podcasts, check out my brand new interview with Damnation Festival co-founder and booker, Gavin McInally. The festival takes place this weekend. You can also catch me on the Glacially Musical Pouredcast, beer metal swearing vinyl, and so much more. Every week, I join host Nick Cameron for another adventure.
And now, the news rundown.
Kicking off our tours and festival news, Damnation Festival is already underway. Headlined by Converge, At the Gates, Godflesh, Pig Destroyer, and many more. Red alert, y'all! 70 Tons of Metal have already announced their first few bands for their upcoming cruise in January 2023, and they include Nightwish, Insomnium, Rotting Christ, and Managarm. Maryland Doomfest has revealed its entire lineup for next June's event, and it will be headlined by The Skull and Lopan. Destination Chaos is an all-inclusive, week-long concert event featuring Iggy Pop, The Descendants, Parquet Courts, Go-Go Bordello, Peter Hook and the Light, Amigo the Devil, and many more taking place at Puerto Plata Resort in the Dominican Republic. This weekend, Possessed, the death metal legends, will perform outside in their hometown of Oakland. High on Fire and Municipal Waste will team up for a co-headline tour this December. Graveyard and Cadaver have booked a co-headline tour of Europe next spring. Catatonia is about to kick off their headline tour with Soen. Bob Wayne and the Outlaw Carnies are already underway on their new headline tour, Bomb's Last Tour of 2023. Bat is kicking off a West Coast run of headline tour dates. In the rest of the news, this weekend will be the induction ceremony for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It will broadcast on HBO and HBO Max on Sunday, November 19th, but this weekend is the day Judas Priest and many others get inducted. Other inductees include Pat Benatar, Neil Giraldo, Duran Duran, Eminem, The Eurythmics, Dolly Parton, Lionel Richie, Carly Simon, Jam & Lewis, and many more. In the music news of the week, Mick Mars has retired from Motley Crue, at least for touring, and John 5 is officially the replacement for Mick Mars. This is a wild story that went all over the web and all over the world. Good luck to Mick Mars in your retirement from the road, and we can't wait to see John 5 with Motley Crue all next year on tour with Def Leppard. Byzantine dropped their first new single and video in 5 years. They've got a new EP coming out later this month, and a full-length coming out next year on Metal Blade Records. The Black Dahlia Murder performed their very first show ever without Trevor Strnad last weekend at the Celebration of Life for Trevor in Detroit. The sold-out show was apparently incredible. You can watch video right now online of the band with their new lineup, and you should bring a lot of tissues. This past week at their headline show in New York City at Sony Hall, Richie and his wife Candace Knight were performing with Blackmore's Night, and they had a lot of issues with the show. They were talking the entire time between the songs. They were criticizing the house lighting crew or lack thereof, and eventually they just walked off the stage after 6 songs. These tickets were upwards of $75 to $100 a ticket for that venue, and Richie left the fans pissed off. There was not actually even an announcement that they were not coming back. It was very disrespectful and rude. Richie, do better. Just in time for the winter, aka Ow, My Back Hurts from Everything season, Typo Negative is releasing a brand new series of CBD tinctures. You can pre-order them now at the link below. And Ghost Cult Darkwave favorites Gunship have a brand new single out, Ghost, featuring vocals from Power Glove. Not that Power Glove, the other Power Glove, the singer. In an update to some news about the return of the Biohazard original lineup, BillyBio did an Instagram Live this week where he said the band would play additional shows than the ones they've already announced, a scattering of shows all year long in 2023, and he's super stoked to play the original material they wrote with Bobby Hamble, as well as some selected hits from other albums without him. Super pumped for the Biohazard reunion of 2023.
And now for a look at New Music Friday.
9 Dead, self-titled, Comatose Records. 96 Bitter Beings, Synergy Restored, Nuclear Blast Records. Acid Witch, Rot Among Us, Hell's Headbangers. Atomic Witch, Crypt of Sleepless Malice, Redefining Darkness. Avoid, Cult Mentality, Thriller Records. Black Anvil, Regenesis, Season of Mist, Black Mirrors. Tomorrow Will Be Without Us, Napalm Records. Botch, We Are the Romans re-release, Sargent House. Broken Love, Black Box, Spine Farm Records. Dayseeker, Dark Sun, Spine Farm Records. Devin Townsend, Lightwork, Inside Out Music. Disillusion, Iam, Prophecy Productions. Frank Bello, Then I'm Gone EP, Rare Bird Records. Gorgatron, Agony Reborn EP, Blood Blast Distribution. Ingested, Ashes Lie Still, Metal Blade Records. The Offering, Seeing the Elephant, Century Media Records. Oxytocin, Don't Lose Your Head, self-released. The Pretty Reckless, Other Worlds, Fearless Records. Rambo, Defy Extinction, Relapse Records. Ross Harding, Chapter 2 EP, Mongrel Records. Slowly Slowly, Daisy Chain, Unified Records. Taipei Houston, Once Bit, Never Bored, C3 Records. VHS, Deep Gashes and Long Lashes, Horror Pain Gore Death. Vitskar Sudin, The Faceless King, Ripple Music. Voidbringer, Wasteland EP, Blood Blast Distribution. Voivod, Ultraman EP, Century Media Records. And Warlung, Vulture's Paradise, Heavy Psych Sounds.
And now for a look in our mailbag.
This week's mailbag, we got a package in the mail from Death by Audio in Queens, New York. What could it be? I think I know what it is. Let's open this guy up. It is the brand new vinyl edition of the classic post-punk album From a Place to Bury Strangers, Exploding Head. This awesome vinyl was sent to me. I'm going to review it soon at Ghost Cult. We've got an interview coming up with the band also, and I am super pumped about this essential indie rock record. Let's see what else they sent me with the record. I got a cool pamphlet from Death by Audio. I got a Death by Audio sticker. Very cool. And a very cool postcard. A record for you and A Place to Bury Strangers. Thanks, A Place to Bury Strangers and your PR team for sending this over. You made it to this part of the show, so you know what time it is. It's the end. GhostCultMag.com is a small business, and we really appreciate the support. As we say every week at this juncture of the show, it's a tough time in the world. So please, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and remember always, Nazi punks, f*** off.